Hi, I'm Jill Cody, and I'm a local realtor here in the upstate of South Carolina. Today, I am at the courtyard behind Sully Steamers in the heart of downtown Greenville on Washington Street. I have with me Mike Cruz, who is a local owner of Making Greenville Yours Relocation Tours. We're going to learn a little bit about his tours and a little bit about Mike and how he can help you with your relocation to South Carolina. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Jill, how you doing? Thanks.
I'm good.
It's good to be here on a really pleasant day on February 8th of 2021.
It's a beautiful day. So, Mike, a little bit, tell us how long you've lived in Greenville and how you came to Greenville.
Well, actually, came here in '86 when Greenville was nothing to write home about, and came to go to seminary with a wife and 4 children, thinking that I was going to follow the Lord wherever He led me when I was done seminary, hoping it would not be Greenville. The Lord has a sense of humor, and He kept me here. And I've been on staff at the church that I was attending where my kids went to Christian school, Hampton Park Baptist Church and Christian school, and I'm so thankful for it. Not only do I love my church family, but I love Greenville. I love having seen what it's become and knowing what it's still going to grow into. So, about 5+ years ago, as of October of last year, my business started at Sully Steamers.
And how did it come about? What made you start the business?
Well, one particular morning I was in Sully's enjoying their great steamed bagel sandwich, and I met 3 people from Miami, Florida. They had always lived there, and they were looking for somewhere else to move. They were tired of Miami, so they were telling me they were thinking about moving to Oregon or Texas, but they saw Greenville on the internet, so they decided to come up and check it out. And I said, well, what are you going to do today? And they said, we're going to try to make sense out of Greenville. And I said, well, I'm going to make you a strange offer. I've got some free time, and if you're willing to get in my full-size Tundra truck, I'll show you Greenville. Well, it was just a spontaneous, informal offer. They didn't know me, I didn't know them, but they took me up on it. I showed them Greenville, and when I was done, I dropped them off at the visitor center and told them that those folks in there could show them what to do while they're here. And the young girl, before she got out of the truck, said, you know, we started out with an interest in Greenville, now we love it. And the mom, she had told me on the tour that I gave them that her and her husband were going to retire to Beaufort, South Carolina. And she said, we're not going to retire to Beaufort now, we're going to retire to Greenville. Well, sure enough, they retired a year ago and moved to Greenville. The young couple, they moved to Greer 2 months after I gave them the tour. And they absolutely love the area. So that prompted me to think, you know what, there's a need here.
Right.
And I then met with the mayor, Knox White. I had known him for a while. And I bounced the idea off of him, and he said, Mike, I think it's a great idea, and I think you'd be great doing it. And that's how Make Greenville Yours came about.
Wonderful. That is great. So you brought a lot of people here, I'm sure.
Yeah, actually in that 5 years, I've given over, I estimate over 750 tours to over 2,000 people. So yeah, I've met people from all over the country and even from out of the country.
Right. So briefly, what would be the experience like when they take a tour with you?
Well, they meet me at Sully Steamers, and Robert Sullivan, who owns the business, is very gracious to provide them a drink of their choice for the tour. It's a full 3-hour tour, and I give them an overview of downtown Greenville. Then we go through the city of Malden, Simpsonville, Taylors, Greer, and Travelers Rest. I give them a little bit of history of each area, tell them what's going on now, and what the plans are that are going to happen. Because with the success of downtown Greenville, as you well know, the real estate prices have gone up, so people are moving further out to get more bang for their buck. So all those surrounding towns are benefiting, and they all have master plans.
Yep.
They all have things that are happening, and it's exciting.
Right, very exciting, you're right. So let's just wrap it up. Tell me, what is one of your most favorite things about living in Greenville?
I love the fact that you get a taste of all seasons without the extremes. We don't get the hurricanes. We may get a little rain and a little wind from it, but this past weekend was a great example. We had several inches of snow on Saturday night, and by Sunday afternoon you could take a nice walk out in the sunny dried out area
Right.
because snow had melted that quickly.
Right.
And I also enjoy the culture. I enjoy the people. It's a foodie town. It's an artsy town. There's a lot of activities, a lot of opportunities for people to get engaged. It's a big outdoor activity community. Great place to retire, to raise your family. It just covers all bases.
It really does.
So you can tell as I'm speaking, I'm so excited about Greenville. It's just going to overflow.
Yep.
When I
know.
show
We
people around.
definitely are kind of contagious when we
Yeah,
talk about
yeah, we
Greenville.
are.
Definitely.
Well, as a matter of fact, to encourage people, when I first moved here, I didn't have any family down here. But now, 35 years later, I have more family living in Greenville that live up in Philly, where I moved from, because as they would come to visit me, they caught the fever.
Right.
And they
Yep.
knew they had to live here.
The Greenville fever.
Yeah.
Well, great. Thank you so much, Mike.
Well, it's my pleasure.
If you're looking to relocate to South Carolina, and particularly the upstate area, first, book a tour with Mike at Relocation Tours. If you're looking to purchase, I would love to help you and give me a call. And be sure to stop by Sully Steamers to get one of your steamed bagel sandwiches. And we will see you soon.